I had to get this done straight away. I've just come out. Sorry. Oh wow, I've just come out of I Swear, which I if you can watch any film this year, make it I Swear. The story of a guy who, as a teenager, discovers he has Tourette's syndrome, and they've just played the song "Stop Crying Your Heart Out" as the closing credits rolled, and I was bawling my eyes. Sorry. So, start again. Okay, so yeah, it was impeccable, incredible, incredibly touching, poignant, deadly serious, but hilarious at the same time. So Robert Aramayo, first of all, is he's exquisite. He really is. Playing the part of a guy who suffers with Tourette's syndrome. Oh my God, it was... Sorry, I don't think I can really talk about this for very long. Nothing I say can do this film justice. It's beautifully told, excellently filmed, and superbly written. But yeah, Robert Aramayo, when he's right. Let me just roll back to the beginning. So the young lad who plays his teenage self is just as brilliant. My God, and it really sort of, so it examines the whole how he's treated, basically. So when he first he sat at the dinner table with his family, that's when it all kicks off. He spits his food out at his mum and dad, and then starts, like, you know, his neck's going, and he starts sort of like, he's swearing, basically. So he starts shouting, and it's like, wow, you know, something's wrong here. And then, like, his parents, his mum, played spectacularly by Shirley Henderson. She's so oppressive, she's so uptight, ignorant. She doesn't understand, so she sends him to sit in front of the fireplace from then on to have dinner. This whole film, it's about people just not understanding or accepting people who are different. And, you know, the kid, he's at school and he's like, fuck off, you wanker, you know. And he's like, people are going to think I've got Tourette's here. I best keep it low. But yeah, he's like, fuck off. And, you know, the kids bully him, they push him around. And that only escalates as an adult. So when he's walking through the street and he's like, fuck off, you can't, you know. People lash out, basically. He ends up in hospital during one scene. The whole portrayal of this guy suffering with Tourette's syndrome, it was I honestly, Daniel Blake, all of us strangers, beautiful, that kind of thing. So that sort of reflects the filming style is very similar to those sorts of films. If you've seen either of those two, it's like that. It's just, I mean, it could have been dull and kind of boring, because a lot of it largely focuses, a lot of the scenes, on family time, school time, you know, peers, bullies, from beginning to end. While I was crying and laughing in the same breath at points, beginning to end, it's excellent. The scenes, how they flow, are just brilliant. It's so authentic, as well as touching. Oh my God. Yeah, like I say, literally in the same breath at one point, I was laughing out loud, and then I was like, like, fucking hell. Oh my God. And then he reaches out and he decides to help other people who suffer with Tourette's. So yeah, as an adult, you know, there's all these obstacles, like him landing his first job, trying to get a relationship, although that's not really heavily focused on, because there is none, it's non-existent. You know, just trying to live the life of a normal lad. But yeah, it's the challenges he faces. Oh my God, it's like, you know, just a seemingly average member of the public going through absolute torment and misunderstanding from those around him. So yeah, it's sorry. I don't know if I've really explained this right, but I can't explain that. Nothing I say would do this film justice because it's just a story of someone who suffers so much but comes out the other side. Do you know what I mean? So everything he goes through, he comes out of, and he turns it on his head to educate others. Like I said, so I've just spiraled there. What I was saying was he decides to run like classes and workshops for people with Tourette's. Side note, the scene where he meets another girl with Tourette's and they're sat in the back of a car. Oh my God. It's like, I spunked on a jellyfish. You're a fucker. I shagged your dad. I spunked on a jellyfish. And it's like, oh my, wow. It's like the Tourette's off. Yeah. I was completely wow. I'm not sure I can elaborate anymore on this. Sorry. I'm so impressed at how just mesmerizing I Swear is. I'm almost speechless. So yeah, that's it. Want more? I could try, but you have to watch this film. So, but the beginning though, it's so grueling. Like like how as a teenager, and he's at school, he gets bullied and pushed around because he's different, and the tics, and it also focuses quite a lot on the OCD. So not just the compulsive behaviour of shouting and like doing like random things. But it's like the OCD as well. Oh my God, honestly, right. So, mass shout out to the very talented young lad who plays him in the beginning. And again, that whole story of his family. His dad walks out, his mum won't accept it, and he goes to live with his friend and his mum, Maxine Peake. I've got no words. I'm speechless. No, she's perfect. Everything about this is brilliant. So yeah, he basically leaves home, goes to live with his friend, and it's all about him sort of coming to terms with this condition, as well as trying to just get on with his life. But Robert Aramayo, oh my God, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna try and YouTube some interviews of him, because I need to see him as I honestly thought he was so convincing. I thought he had Tourette's. Has he got Tourette's in real life? Probably not, because of how spectacular he was. So, this is excellent. And the time period as well, it's very nostalgic. So it starts in the 1980s and then sort of blends into the 1990s. So, you've got a touch of Gladiators on TV or Opal Fruits, that kind of thing. It's just... excellent. So the soundtrack, the set, the performance, how it's written, how it plays out, it's absolutely, without a doubt, is it the best film I've seen this year? I think Weapons was. This is the second best film I've seen of 2025. The bit with the Queen where he receives his award from the Queen, and she like pins the MBE on him. Is it MBE or OBE? I think it's MBE. Just everything about I Swear is real. It's authentic. It's dark, but it's very funny. It's touching. It's beautiful, and I would snap this up on DVD as soon as it comes out. Definitely give I Swear a go. My apologies here. I've really been trying to hold back the tears, because this. Okay, I'm just going to finish here. This was like a documentary. Like I said, Daniel Blake or All of Us Strangers, how when it's something is performed so naturally and is so feeling, it evoked nothing but sheer empathy from me. Like I say, I was bawling my eyes out from the beginning and laughing. I think someone further down in front was squelching, so I'm hoping I'm not the only person that burst into tears. But this was yeah, it was done so well that it felt like a documentary. My apologies, I'm so sorry if I haven't if I've spiraled in this reaction, because I can't really nothing I say, like I said before, can do this movie justice. Nothing at all. I need to, I think, just sort of leave and process this, because it's I can't. I think I'm even upsetting a child in the background. So it must be a crying thing this afternoon. Right, I'm gonna have to end this here. But yeah, I think that's it. I've done it. The performances, the emotion and the empathy and this is so real. It's I swear, it's so real. So real. Like I say, I've never seen a movie where in the same breath I'm laughing and then crying my eyes out. Wowzers. Thank you to whoever wrote and produced this movie. It's definitely the second best I've seen this year. Robert Aramayo, Maxine Peake are on screen dynamite. Shirley Henderson is just as dynamite. I can't continue, because I might start crying again. So yeah, if you can watch one film this year, make it I swear.